Hello everyone and welcome back to Planet Zoo. As always, I'm Reckless, and this is our next episode of our Calgary Zoo recreation. I've actually decided to call this more of a Calgary Zoo Re-Imagined. I'd like to think that in a perfect world where zoos have unlimited funding, that this is what the Calgary Zoo might look like. I found it really difficult to find images of the Calgary Zoo habitats, and in all honesty, the habitats are pretty basic. You know, it's a city zoo, so it's funded by donators and everything like that, right? So their funding is limited, and therefore the habitats are, in some cases, the minimum requirement to keep the animals happy, right? So in a fantasy world such as Planet Zoo, I want to kind of create a habitat in a way that, again, would be more conducive if the zoo had unlimited money, and what I think they would do with that. So instead of calling this a recreation of Calgary Zoo, we're calling it a reimagination of Calgary Zoo. Basically, we're following the layout of the actual zoo, but we're adding our own creative freedoms and expressions on top of it as far as the habitats go. You guys seem to be enjoying it so far, so I appreciate all the support on the video. This was filmed live over on twitch.tv. You can go pop over, watch us build the Calgary Zoo live at twitch.tv/reckless1gaming. Our last stream was absolutely fantastic. We got a bunch of new followers, so thank you everyone that came by and supported the stream. We had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun chatting with you guys and getting to know all you guys, seeing where you're from and the kind of things that you're interested in and whatnot. It's just a great way for me to connect with you guys. I mean, I love making these YouTube videos for you, but it's rather impersonal, right? I mean, I just upload a video, I read your guys' comments, which is always great. It makes my day to see your guys' comments and the positive, even the critical feedback that you give me on the videos. It's really helped me grow as a creator, and I appreciate every one of your comments that you leave on the videos. But I much prefer the ability to chat with you guys in real time, and Twitch allows us to do that in a way that we can communicate. You guys can critique the builds, you can give me suggestions. This waterfall that you're seeing here right now was actually suggested by one of the viewers. We were doing the timber wolf habitat here, and he's like, hey, what about a waterfall? And I was like, heck yeah, let's get a waterfall in here. So this was a viewer suggestion in our chat, and it turned out fantastic, So if you like the video and you want to see us create these kind of things live, go and drop us a follow on Twitch and you can see it live for yourselves. As far as the YouTube channel goes, I'm not neglecting you guys. As you can see, I'm putting up these videos. I do also have another addition to our Sombat Zoo series coming out for you guys really soon. It's a big project, so I appreciate you guys being patient in my creation of it. It's taken me a long time to build, but I think you guys are really going to love it. I think it's my best actual build yet. So look forward to that in the upcoming days. But as far as the YouTube channel goes, the support here has been fantastic. We're almost at 500 subs, which is more than I could ever have expected in this amount of time. So thank you everyone who hit that subscribe button and has come back to watch all the videos I upload here. If you're not a subscriber yet, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot, and I love to see your guys' feedback on all the videos and everything like that. So make sure to drop a like down there and leave us a comment and let me know what you think of the build so far. As far as this build, I wanted to kind of create a dual viewing area for these timber wolves. So we created a little tunnel underpass in which the guests could see the wolves in their den via a one-way glass, and then they could also come to the topmost part and watch them play and eat from their feeders and stuff like that. Unfortunately, again, we're suffering from just the game mechanics, so where the guests don't actually come down into this tunnel, to view the wolves. The guests always kind of take the path of least resistance, and the way that allows them to see the animals the easiest, right? So coming down into this path, nobody's actually coming down in here, so it's just kind of like an imagined thing. But I think it turned out pretty cool. It's got kind of like a wolf's den feel to it, so that's kind of what I wanted. And maybe in the future, Frontier will add the ability to kind of designate viewing areas for our guests. I think that's a really cool feature that they should add. Just simply because, you know, you create these cool little viewing areas, and just because of the AI of the guests, they don't actually come into them, which is a little unfortunate, right? So if Frontier is listening, I'm sure people have mentioned this before, please do add a feature in which the guests can be told where to go, so we can take full advantage of our viewing areas that we set up for our animals. I think it'd just be so much more immersive if that was a thing. But all in all, I think this build turned out really great. The people watching live seem to really like it, and I think it turned out great. Timber wolves are, as you guys know, one of my favorite animals. We actually have a timber wolf video on the channel already from when I first started out making videos and playing the game. That was in our initial sandbox zoo, which has been retired now. But I think that build was fantastic as well. If you haven't seen our other Timberwolf video, feel free to go over and give that a watch as well, because I modeled that after a lake in the Kananaskis Park in Banff, Canada. I think it looked pretty picture perfect to the build I was trying to recreate. So altogether, Timberwolves, super fan favorite of mine. I'm a total wolf fanboy. And growing up in Canada, I was lucky enough to be able to see these wolves in the wild on a number of occasions, right? And not only are they majestic animals, but they're like fear-inducing. You know, just the raw power and size of them. You know, people think that like they're about the size of a husky, right? Like, oh, it's just a big dog. But that is nowhere near accurate. A proper timber wolf is massive. Like, they are gigantic creatures, and to see them in the wild is a sight to behold, to say the least. If you guys ever get the chance to go somewhere like Yellowstone National Park in America, or the Rockies, the Banff National Park in Canada, anything like that, where you can see these kind of animals up close and in person, definitely take that opportunity, because, you know, seeing them in a zoo is one thing, but seeing them in their their natural habitats really makes a world of difference, and it gives you an appreciation for how amazing these animals are. As a side note, there's a really cool video on YouTube about reintroducing wolves to Yellowstone National Park and the effects that they had on the park, and the reintroduction of wolves that had been missing from the park for a number of years. By reintroducing a pack of wolves to the park, just a single pack of wolves, I think something like 10 animals, right? It literally changed the geographical layout of the park. I know that sounds, beyond belief, but the wolves actually changed the geography of the land. I won't spoil it as to how that happened, but there's a video on YouTube. I'll try and find it and link it in the comments, or down in the description rather, sorry, so you can check it out. But the effect that an alpha predator like wolves have on their surrounding environment, it's completely profound, and we don't realize how much these animals affect their ecosystems, right, until they're no longer there, right? So definitely go check out that video, and I think you'll gain a new appreciation for wolves. In this stream that we did while creating this Timberwolves, we also created a grizzly habitat as well. It was a pretty productive stream, if I do say so. So either today or tomorrow, I'm assuming it'll be tomorrow, you can expect a grizzly bear habitat video to come out as well, which is as a result of our stream. So again, I want to thank all you guys for all the continued support. Please do hit that subscribe button to get us up to that 500 mark on our road to 1,000. I appreciate all of you guys coming and supporting the stream on twitch.tv. Please join the Discord down below if you want to chat with us, play games, and just hang out. And that way you can always keep up to date when we're going live, and you can come and say hello for yourselves. Until next time, bye-bye.